Hello, this message is about the heart. It's about how it is to have a pure heart and what does it mean to have a pure heart. First of all, we have to understand that we have a heart. And what does it mean? It means that there is a space inside of us, an internal space, very intimate and very sacred. And it's deep, deep inside of us. And normally on regular basis in day-to-day life, we don't have access to this space. Or the access to this space is limited, is not so easy for us. And it is supposed to be like this because it wouldn't be well for us, it wouldn't be good for us, or it wouldn't be right for us to have a full access to our heart. It is like this, I've heard. But we can access the heart, especially when we are quiet, when we meditate, when we pray, when we are in our feelings, and sometimes also in dreams. We may have access to our hearts, and the language that our heart is speaking is intuition and is feelings, but especially intuition. So first of all, we have to know that we have a heart and that there is something there. And the heart may be pure, and there are some examples in history of pure hearts. And the first example, the greatest, is Jesus. He has a pure heart. And the other example, if you wish, is Hathor, the goddess, Egyptian goddess of love. There are two examples just that came to my mind, but there are more examples to be found. And what is the quality of a person that has a pure heart? First of all, this person is loving. This person has a lot of love in their heart, unconditional love in their heart. And this person is also wise because the heart is wise. And this person is also very courageous, very courageous. So there are three qualities, and then what comes to mind is the moral compass. What is in pure heart? There are morals, there is ethic. But let's only say about love, because it's the most important quality that resides in pure heart. So this word is actually a container for other things also. So to love is to be true to other person, to other people, to yourself. To love is to be benevolent towards beings, other beings, towards yourself. To love is to be compassionate, tolerant, friendly, benevolent. You know, there are many things to say, but it's not to be foolish, for sure. And when you love correctly, you love yourself also. You cannot imagine goddess of love, Hathor, not loving herself. And you cannot imagine goddess of love, Hathor, harming herself like we often can do. So people are poisoning their hearts, are gathering impurities in their hearts, and sometimes, more often, it's unintentional. Actually, it may occur under a disguise of loving yourself. But it always stems from fear, from insecurity, from not correct way of loving yourself. Because the correct way of loving yourself is loving the Creator, is loving God. Hathor was daughter, let's say I give one interpretation, daughter of the sun Ra, of the god Ra, that was identified with the sun. So we have our status, and we cannot, in the name of love, go beneath our status unless it is a divine plan. And in this case, you will be guided, divinely guided, and you will know the purpose of some kind of suffering, some kind of painful experience, but it will be rewarded and you will end up in glory. So the pure heart is the quality of God's. It's God's quality. And it is also strongly related to the morals, to the moral aspect, to ethics. So that was just a brief view on the heart, on the purity of the heart, and how it can also gather the impurities. And it can do that out of ignorance, because cannot do that out of wisdom and out of courage.